Come on, bro. Oh, come on. Man, I am outside, bro. I got the old shirt on, the throwback. Got old girl out. She needs a lot of work. As you can see, it's been about 2 years since I've been out here. But listen, I wanted to make this video today because I dedicated 10 years of my life to that bike right there. And if there's one thing, and I know that I say this in all my videos, if there's one thing that I could just attribute to becoming a 1% street rider, and, you know, being the first street rider on Team Magura, the Roo Rock sponsorship, you know, getting a job at Icon a while back, 2017, as a video editor, getting sponsored by EBC. If I could attribute all the accolades that I got on this bike to one principle, it would be every single time I threw my leg over that bike, I told myself, this could be the last time you do it. So if this is going to be the last time you do it, because we know the dangers that comes with this, right? A lot of people know. So I told myself, you could go out and you could not come home. So if this is going to be the last time that you ever ride that bike, do it just like that. Like it's gonna be the last time. And for the longest time, I applied that to stunt riding and I failed to apply it to the rest of my life. The bike was just such an escape for me that every single time I was on the bike, I was free from pain, I was in peace. I wasn't thinking about how messy my life was, my finances, my relationships, my family, all this stuff. It literally just disappeared. So I think that's why I just had such tunnel vision with it, that there was no application to apply in other areas of my life in anything other than the motorcycle. But this specific tool I've used to change my entire life. Not only have I gotten results, right, like I got here, in other areas of my life and my business and my family, my marriage has changed, like everything has changed by this one principle. What if today was the last time you threw your leg over that bike? And I used to think about that all the time. If this is the last time that somebody's gonna see me clutch one up and they're taking a video of me, it better be good. Because if I don't go down and I die, they can say that that's the last video that they took of Nasty Nate riding his bike. Or the last time that somebody saw me, I was riding so good and it was so smooth and I was so confident and just the way that I was flowing that they were inspired, right? And I just wanted to leave that mark. And so every time I got on the bike, I just performed in such a way that this was gonna be the last time I'm gonna do it. Again, if you go down, if something bad happens, there's some type of accident, and this is your last ride, do it well. Leave your mark. Inspire somebody that's watching you. You know, put on for the next generation of riders. That long-term vision in the moment to give me the ability to push through all adversities. And listen, I'm lucky. Why do I say I'm lucky? Because I had a near-death experience, right? 2015, got in an accident in Fresno. You know, I've talked about it in a lot of other my videos. Go watch another video if you don't know what I'm talking about. But in 2015, got in an accident, T-boned a car. And I had this epiphany, like most people would be scared. Most people would be timid, PTSD, all that kind of stuff. And I had the complete opposite view. I was like, oh my, I'm still here. People die pulling the bike out of the driveway. You smash a car, and you're still here, and pretty much all in one piece. I mean, I broke both my hands, ankle, you know, doesn't matter. I'm literally, I'm standing here before you in one piece, T-bone a car. This is how quick life can go. You can literally be here today, gone tomorrow. So let me get to my point. Last Sunday, in my men's group, I do a call every single Sunday. If you're interested, links in the description. Guy was asking me about vision. What do? I don't know what to do. I'm not happy with anything in my life. And we have to use these extreme anchors to make extreme change, right? And I mean that by extreme questions. And I just asked him, I said, dog, if today was the last day that you were to live and you knew that for sure tomorrow you weren't gonna be here, what would you do? When you frame your life like that, it actually makes things so simple. Think about it. Think about that right now. Write that down. If I knew for sure that today was gonna be my last day, what would I do? How would I operate my life? How would I want people to remember me? Would I work this job? Would I be in this relationship? Would I give more to my relationship? If you have kids, would you give more to your kids? If you feel like you have some sort of calling or some purpose on your life, would you act in it? Absolutely. And I think about that on a daily basis, and it's only because of this bike that most of my family hated on me for, was that I have purpose in my life now because of this thing right here that even my family hated on and didn't want me to do this. I was throwing my life away. But it's because of that thing right there that I have literally, I believe, found the way to live this life. If today were my last, how would I live it? I've applied that to every single thing. And bro, literally 3 years ago, my life was a disaster. I lost every single penny I ever saved for 10 years day trading. My marriage was a disaster. I wasn't showing up for my wife. I wasn't being a good man. I was working a job I hated, and I just was so unsatisfied with my life. I know, and I know that you know right now as you're sitting here watching this video, you have more in you. You have more in the tank, you have more potential, and you want to see it through. And when you're in that spot where you're stuck and you don't feel like there's any way out, it takes this type of extreme mindset and this extreme question to pull you out of something that you're so comfortable. Because if you keep staying on that road, you'll continue to do it because it gets comfortable and it looks easy and it looks like, okay, I can map out the rest of my life, but if I take this risk and if I take a jump to do what I really want to do, what happens if I fall on my face? What happens if I jump out of the plane and the parachute doesn't open? That's the point of this life. Literally, that's the point of this life. What would you do today if you knew it was your last? How would you ride that bike, Nate, if you knew that this was the last time you're gonna ride it? I'd ride it just how I rode it, and I'd get just as good at it, and I'd leave a mark like I hope I did, and I'd leave people inspired like I hoped I did. And so if you are in a place right now where you are just lost, you feel confused, you feel broken, you feel like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, ask yourself this question. If today was my last day, how would I live it? And if you were the guy that I just described, lost, broken, no purpose, bad habits, drinking, all the things that I used to do, I have something for you in the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.